Hi guys, Awesome Chess Blunderer here, and today I have a game between Magnus Carlsen and Viswanathan Anand, and this game is played in Tata Steel's Master in Vaikanze, and yeah, so this is a really interesting game to see, especially when Anand and Magnus Carlsen face each other, like in the 2013 and 14 World Championship, I think, yeah, and yeah, okay, this game starts off with e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6. Knight c6 and bishop b5. The reloop has e6, Morphy's defense, and now bishop a4. And here you can do a lot of things. You can, for example, if so I played knight f6. So and for example, if you castle and black takes, you could have this interesting game where d4, e takes d4, rook e1, d4, d5, knight takes d4, and the game goes so on and on. But in this game, Magnus Carlsen played funny move, which is knight c3. I mean, it's not funny. It's seen like a lot of plays, but yeah, it's funny for me because I barely played on my reload pass. And this is called the Tarrasch variation. And now bishop c5, bishop takes on c6, d takes c6, and now d3. Now you can't you can't really take on knight. You can't really take on e5 because of queen d4 threatening mate and attacking his knight. So what do you do here? There's some games between played between Richard Rapport and Ding Liren in 2017, and this game in that game Ding Liren so he plays d3, which is playing this game, and Ding Liren castles, queen e2, rook e8, h3, knight d7, knight d1, knight f8, knight e3, and in this position, yeah, Richard Rapport and Ding Liren agreed to a quick draw, yeah, and maneuver of knights. So Carlsen plays sorry, Carlsen plays d3, queen to d6, just sort of protecting this pawn. Now h3, just preventing bishop to g4. And yeah, bishop to e6, bishop to e3, just challenging the bishop on c5. And now knight to d7, just reinforcing the bishop and the pawn, and possibly if bishop captures, then knight might capture on c5, and yeah, bishop takes and knight takes on c5. Queen d2, just opening up the possibility for queenside castle, or maybe even kingside. And yeah, d7, just going back, just probably just pushing c5, preparing d4, e takes d4, knight takes d4, and now c5. Now knight takes on e6, and now you might expect queen capture because it's better, but instead b takes e6 is played here, just creating an isolated pawn. Anand has something up his sleeve. And yeah, queenside castle. Now queen takes, and you might think rook takes is the most logical thing. Rook takes, after rook takes, you might have rook d8, rook d1, king e7, just joining rooks, and it's hard to say if you made progress. So, for example, f4, knight b6, opening up straights, takes on d8, and now it's a really hard, long drawn endgame. It's going to be a really hard endgame. White is slightly better with because of black's isolated pawn and double c pawn, but yeah, like you don't really. It's pretty hard to play really precisely to win this game. So yeah, instead of that, king takes d2 was played. Um, it's a really interesting. It's just to throw Anand's preparation off guard. Because Anand has prepared everything, including that endgame. He's expecting rook takes. And yes, just to throw Anand off guard, maybe preparing to go king e3, just preparing to push f4, those are plans. And yeah, now knight e5, just bringing his knight out, maybe preparing rook to d8, f4, just kicking the knight to c4, king to c1, now king to e7, just linking the rooks together. Now b3, and now Anand went for knight to d6. You can't really go to knight to e3, just play knight to e3 to attack the pawn and the rook, because after rook b2 and rook d8, then rook is gonna go to e2 and just attack this knight, and this knight is stranded because it has nowhere to go. Yeah, it's pretty much stuck even here. And yeah, so now Anand plays knight to d6, e5, knight to f5, knight to e4, just improving the position of his knight. Damn, sorry guys. Now attack, and also attacking this c5 pawn, and now b6. Now g4, just attacking the knight to h4. Now rook h to f1, rook a to d8, rook takes on d8, rook takes on d8, f5, takes on f5, and now he takes on f5 and rook to f8. And just doubling up on this pawn. The rook and the knight are just doubling up on this pawn, and you can't really defend it. If you go, for example, knight to g3, then g6 to attack. You can play g6, and now white got to push f6, king to e5, just attacking this pawn. And after rook to e1, just protecting. Knight to f3 comes in, and yeah, it attacks the rook and also doubles up on this pawn here. So you don't really want that. So Magnus pushes f6. Check. G takes f6. E takes f6 check. Now king to g7. Now rook to f4. And now knight to g6. Just attacking this rook, but he played. Magnus played an in between move. Knight to g5. King to e8. And now rook to f1. h6, just kicking the knight away. Now knight to e6, rook to f7, and now rook to d1. Well, you might think rook to e1 is pretty good, but just trusting all the types of nasty discoveries. And yeah, it doesn't really work like that, because after king to d7, just the rook's just stranded there, preparing, just protecting the knight, and now the rook on f7 is going to take on f6, and yeah, it's not what you want. So instead, rook d1, and rook takes on f6. Yeah, you gotta watch out for this rook to f6, because if you played something careless like knight to e5, then it's gonna be mate. So yeah, rook takes on f6, just giving up his pawn. Knight takes on c7 check, king to f8, and now knight takes on a6, just grabbing those pawns. Now knight to f4, and yeah, now h4. Well, you might think rook to h1, it's okay, but it's pretty passive, like, you don't want that. So instead, Magnus Carlsen push h4, and now after knight to g6, then now he plays rook h1. Then, for example, if you try something like rook to f4 attacking this pawn, then you might, now you have h5, kicking the knight away, knight e5, and after rook d1, just preparing to go to rook to d6, attacking those pawns. So white is pretty much fine here. And yeah, so you do not want that. Instead, black plays rook to f7, h5, knight to f4, a4, king to e7, and now knight to c7. Now you really want to activate the king. Now via b2 or b2. Just preparing to go to c3, no, not c3. Just preparing to go to c3, c4, b5. You know, just attacking, trying to grab this pawn. And yeah, and now king to f6 is played, just attacking this knight. Now knight to b5, king to g5, just attacking this pawn, double attack. Now Magnus is not going to give up this pawn so easily. First he plays knight to d6, attacking this rook to e7, and now king to b2. And so what happens if you play knight takes on h5? Well, if you play knight takes on h5, you have a really nice tactic, which is wait, sorry. Plays. Sorry, I lost track here. You have a5 and b takes a5, and now you could just probably bring a rook to d1 and just go to d5 and yeah, give a check, win pawns and stuff like that. Instead, he rook to e6 was played and knight to f7, check. King moves to f5, rook to d1, just you know. Now king to g4. Now king to c3. King takes on h5. Rook checks. Rook to h1 check, and now king to g6. Now knight takes on h6. Just Magnus's priorities, just eliminating the pass pawn. Now it's the pawn up, and yeah, it's gonna be Magnus gonna have a better game, I think. Rook to e4. King to b2. Rook to e2. Knight to g4. Knight d3 check. King c3. Now knight b4. Just attacking this pawn, and the only way to save it is rook to h2. And now Anand has two choices: either to trade or maybe go to rook e4 and attack this knight, and maybe this knight will be a nuisance to this c2 pawn. So instead, Anand takes. Knight takes on h2, king to f5, knight to f3, king to e4, knight to e1, king to d5, knight to d3, now knight to c6, knight to f4 check, king to d6, king to c4, now knight to a7, knight to d5, king to c6, knight e7 check, knight king to d6, knight f5 check, king to c2, c6, sorry, king to d3, king to c7, king to e4, knight to c6, knight to e3, king to d6, knight to c4 check, king to c7, now c3. Slowly and gradually, white is just improving his position with his knight and his pawns. Now knight to e7, king to e5, just slowly attacking the king side. Now knight to g6 check, king to f5, just attacking the knight. Now knight to e7 check, king to e7, e6 sorry, knight to g6, a5, just and instead you could take and offer a trade. You could trade off and knight takes, and yeah, white would be slightly better, but instead Anand plays b5, just allowing white to create a pass pawn. After knight to e3, this position changed a lot. Like white now has a pass pawn, Yeah, like gotta watch out for the pass pawn. Now knight to f4 check, king to e5, knight to e2. Now knight to d5, just protecting this piece while having a tempo on the king. Now king to c6. Now b4. What happens if you take on b4? If you take, c takes b4, knight c1, knight e7 check, king b7, king b4, slowly approaching the king and probably winning the pawn. King to a6, now knight to c6, now knight to b3 check, king to d5, knight to d2, and now knight to d4, knight to c4, knight to b3, knight to a3, and now king c6. Now the problem is, if you go back to place knight c4, then you'll have knight c5 check, and now after king a7, king takes on b5, and this is just that winning for whites here. Like, you have two pass pawns, and the only thing black could hope for is a draw, which is highly unlikely. Okay, now what happens if you what happens if after b4 you push? It's a different story, but it's pretty much the same idea. So king to e6, king to b7, king to d6, king to a6, king to c6, knight to c1, knight to c7 check, king to a7. Now you slowly win the pawns. Either way, it's really bad for black. And in this position, Viswanathan Anand plays knight takes on c3. And now knight takes on c3 and c takes on b4. And guess what white played? White to move. I'll give you 10 seconds to think. Watch this video if you need. Okay, white plays knight to e2. It's the only way, good move for white to play. Here, if for example, if you play like knight to d5, play, he'll just black will just push b3 and knight to b4, king to b7, and now knight to d3 and king to a6, and king will win this pawn. And yeah, knight isn't really attacking anything here. So yeah, knight e2, now king b7. If you try knight e2, then oh yeah, it was in this position that Anand also resigned. But if you try king b7, now you have knight c1, and now when king goes to a6, and you have knight b3, and knight arrives on time to protect the pawn, and white has to go back, and slowly white king will just come and attack the pawns and grab pawns and stuff like that. So Anand resigned because of this. And yeah, what a brilliant final move by Carlsen. So that is all, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's excellent blunder here, and see ya.